Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Masters of the Universe Tuesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, Masters of the Universe, Revolution, Snake Sorceress Teela. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here on the top, 30 points of articulation, Netflix original series, 6 and up Mattel, Masterverse. And then we've got that nice rocky explosion that takes us way back to the 80s. And then we've got a little bitty window there kind of showcasing the figure and her accessory. And I'm sure she's got some extra hands or something in there too. But then great artwork right here of her just using snake magic. And that can't be good. Sorceress Teela, Masters of the Universe, Revolution. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, MattelShop.com print, contents, one figure, accessories, a question mark, some other symbols I'm not going to learn, assortment numbers, and a barcode. On this side, the artwork from the front, you know, it comes around. And it shows the snake staff, the bird staff, and the havoc staff, and then like, woo, snake tail, but it's really just the end of her dress. And then on this side, we've got some different artwork here, like a whole body shot and then a head shot. And so that's really cool. And then on the back, we've got, I think that it is practical photography of the figure. And I think all of this is. I could be mistaken. I'm not an expert on it. But it's got this, and wow, it's just great looking. Sorceress Teela, heroic guardian of Castle Grayskull, the wise dragon Granomir found Teela worthy of the power of Ka, transforming her with the ancient power to aid in her quest to rebuild Preternia. And then also available is the cross-sale Man of War, which I passed on. I really don't like that one. So Sorceress Teela, New Eternia Merman, New Eternia Battle Armor Skeletor, those are all forthcoming. Mattel empowering generations through play, so they changed that up a little bit. And that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and her accessories. And let's start off with, we'll take a look at the hands. And here we have handy dandy tweezers, helps take a look at these smaller pieces. And I don't think these are pieces that we have not seen before in the Masterverse line. Spellcasting hands. The colors, however, a bit different. So she's got polish on her fingernails. She's wearing this glove part that hooks around her finger on a ring. And it's on in and out hinges. And the same thing applies to the other hand as well. So, cool looking little pieces. Next up, we have this magic effect. It's supposed to be like a scary energy fire snake thing. And it's got some nice little paint there for the eyes. Molded in a translucent plastic. So, it's pretty cool looking. I do believe it fits on the end of her staff. And we'll look at that in a minute. And speaking of the staff, here we go. Looks like it's molded in some gold. And then it's got some paint apps on it as well. Look at the details there. The molded and the painted details. So very, very nice. Very cool looking. And then this piece is separate and is glued to, yeah, it's glued to the rest of the pole, which is curved, and I hope that's by design and not just by in package. But the way it looks, I do believe that that is by design, and it's got a little paint app right here toward the bottom. So that's a very cool looking piece. Now let's take a look at the figure herself. Boop. Now let's move that a little bit. Boop. There we go. So it does have some paint here, this gold, and it is a little bit sloppy there, or it could be that this is the paint. I'm not sure. I am not a paint expert, but either way, it's a little sloppy around on the insides here. But very cool looking and very reminiscent of that original Master of the Universe Teela figure. Sorta. At least the headdress part of that figure. It's got some gold around the edges here and in these lines as well. And take a look at that face and the paint. Especially those eyes. Fantastic. And then most of her suit there is painted. And this is a separate piece. It's glued to the head. The head might come off, but this piece don't come off the head unless you force it, I'm sure. So she's got a cut here at in the torso where the chest and the abdomen meet. She's got these gold paint apps here. Again, very reminiscent of that original Teela figure. We've got some paint apps on the arms here, and then what looks like bird feathers, or maybe no, it's scales, like snake scales. And then there's a little bit of paint app in there as well. And then again, the suit, it actually is molded in there like that, and then they painted it, or else they painted the flesh tones. I'm not sure. She does have this snake skin soft goods piece, and I'm glad they made it a soft goods piece. But I wish they would have gotten something that was printed on the inside and the outside, and not just the outside. So pretty basic standard for the legs. And then down here, you know, these pieces are molded and then painted. On the feet, they're just painted. And then she does have toenail polish as well. So nice little touches, I think. Well, let's talk about her articulation. Now this piece isn't glued down, so it won't stay down like that. So it does raise up some, but the reason it's not glued down is so that she does still have some articulation in her head, and she can do the full exorcist. She's got a little bit of chicken neck. Ooh, that piece is soft, so she can look up that high, which isn't a lot. She can, dang it, not with that. She can't really look down. I say she has chicken neck. Yeah, she's got a little chicken neck. She's got a little waggle, and she can do the full exorcist. At the shoulders, I don't know why, but these, where it pins in here, is really, really tight. So it will do a full 360 degrees rotation there. She does have a cut at the upper bicep for another 360 degrees of rotation. Her arm can go out. It can raise up at the shoulder higher than 90 degrees. Double hinged pinless elbow, and it gives you that much bend, so all the way. That's good. 360 degree rotation at the wrist on an in and out hinge, and in and out hinge on the other side as well. As I mentioned before, there's a cut here where the chest and the abdomen meet, and that gives her all kinds of hula. 360 degrees of rotation as well. She can lean back that far, and she can lean forward that far, and of course left and right. So that's pretty cool. And then this can get jagged up a little bit, this cloth piece, so you have to be careful with it. Now, this is new for the female figures. She has a pull down hinge, so awesome, finally. And with that pull down hinge engaged, she can give you the full splits. Hey, come on, are you going to kick forward or what? She doesn't want to kick forward. Let's try the other leg. Let kick forward. So she can kick forward that far, and that's with a little bit of outswing and backwards. I'm going to have to apply a little heat to that. Back that far, about maybe 3 steps or so. 360 degrees of rotation at this thigh cut. Double hinged pinless knees, gives you that much bend. She has a boot cut in her mid shin, even though she's not wearing a boot or a shoe. So, but she does get another 360 degree rotation there. At the ankles, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and it has a pin in there, but it's not fully forward facing. So this is what you get for rocker. And then we didn't look, so there's some nice molded details on the bottom of the feet too. We didn't look at that. And again, like I said, this piece gets discombobulated. Sometimes you have to work with it a little bit to get it back like it's supposed to be. As far as her accessories go, she'll hold the staff, and this fits on the staff. There's just a little hole in it that kind of fits in there, and then no storage for the extra hands. So there you have it, my friends. A look at the figure who doesn't want to stand up now. There we go. And her accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Masters of the Universe Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revolution, Snake Sorceress Teela, with the Masters of the Universe Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revolution, Sorceress Teela, and the Masters of the Universe Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revelation, Captain of the Guard Teela. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Masters of the Universe Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revolution, Snake Sorceress Teela, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander from Star Wars The Black series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and our final Masterverse entry, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Masters of the Universe Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revolution, Sorceress Teela, as they call her. I call this the Snake Sorceress Teela, or I suppose you could call her Sorceress Teela Ka version, or, you know, I just think they should have differentiated it from, like, Sorceress of Grayskull. Other than, you know, with the name, other than, you know, just visually. And I have to say, I really, really like this figure. This is probably one of the last Revolution figures I will pick up. There was another one in this wave, which was the Man at War, Man at Arms, or Duncan. And I really did not like the visuals of that, so I passed on it. But this one, I think will do me good as a Green Goddess, at least until they decide to do a Green Goddess. But I mean, just on its own, I think this is really nice looking figure. It's really cool, and it kind of gives us maybe a glimpse of some of the things they'll do when they give us. Maybe they'll use some of these parts for a new Eternia Teela, and I think that would be cool. But this one, it's really not. It's amazing looking, especially like in the face, the deco that they did in the face and the eyes, and it looks really good. The staff looks really good. The paint apps that they did on this one look really good. The only real, it's more of a nitpick than a real complaint, is yes, they did use soft goods with the snake tail skirt, half skirt, back skirt, whatever it is. So it's good that they used a soft goods there, but of course, you know, I'm gonna go that next step and say they should have wired it And I know there's issues with like selling as a toy, and it's a safety issue and what this, that, and the other. But I think it would have really improved this figure being able to pose that piece. I think that would be nice. A nice addition to it. But again, it's not really, it's just a nitpick. And I don't know how many other people feel like that. But this one for me, it's going to go in my Masterverse display. She's going to be the Green Goddess, at least until they give us one. But even then, this one will probably stay in the display because they're going to have to do a big job to top this one with a Green Goddess, in my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary, but I think this is a great figure, and I think it looks fantastic, you know, and it has all those elements of Masterverse, so it's all there. No matter what you thought of the shows on Netflix, this is a good figure. I do recommend you pick it up if you have any affinity for those like original Masters of the Universe mini comics. I think this Green Goddess will go good with the Savage He-Man that we got in the Savage He-Man and Orko 2-pack. So I think this will go well with that. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.